Hi, it's Liz from learnluxembourgish.com. Today I'm taking you on a journey to read a Luxembourgish newspaper article, and we'll discover some grammar together and we'll do some vocabulary. So grab a notebook and maybe a tea because it's a long one. And remember to subscribe. Let's go!
Okay, welcome to translating and reading a Luxembourgish article from rtl.lu for the purposes of hopefully teaching you some Luxembourgish. We'll read it sentence by sentence, more or less, translate it, and we're going to look at a little bit of grammar. And we're going to take some notes on this very old Moleskine notebook that I have and love. Look at this cream colored paper. Little things make me happy. Okay, so we're translating this roughly. I might miss some words, but this is for the purposes of teaching you Luxembourgish, not English. So I'm just going for meaning here, not really accuracy, okay? All right, the title, let's go to the title. EU-Kommission hat Lufthansa-Hilfen nicht dürfen akkordieren. The EU Commission should not have okayed the Lufthansa aids. Die EU-Kommission hat dem Europäischen Gerichtshof noch kein gering Lucht für Hilfen an Milliardenheicht für die Lufthansa während der Pandemie dürfen gehen. Okay, the EU Commission should not have given green light to the European Court. Actually, this is funny. Gerichtshof. This translates to court in English. Court. Okay, the EU Commission should not have given green light to the European Court for the aids in the height of billions, so Milliarden is billions, for Lufthansa during the pandemic. Vliegeren die müssen Boden bleiben, Flughäfen a Flugpisten die quasi idle waren, Paien die aber müssen bezahlt gehen. Let's look at these pronouns. They. What is this? Where is this coming from? Remember, a pronoun is a little word that refers back to a noun because we don't always want to repeat the noun a million times in a sentence. Okay, they, let's look at this. It's called a demonstrative pronoun. Demonstrative kind of means you're pointing the finger at something. You're saying this one here or that one there. You're putting emphasis on something, okay? And what are these pronouns? So in here we have they. And they. First of all, we are talking about the nominative and accusative cases. They are the same in Luxembourgish usually, not in every language. In German there's a difference, but in Luxembourgish these are the same. And so they can be feminine. Actually, we're going to color code this. You know what? We got these colors here for a reason. So they would be feminine or plural. Green. These pens do not work very well. Noted for next time. Okay, we have masculine to fill in. If for masculine, it's den. And for neutral, it's dat. Okay. We're going to do an easier sentence to start off with and then go back to our article. So we're doing a sentence in the nominative accusative case. Is hun dem man dat boek gin. This is our pronoun in question here. Dat boek. Okay, so I guess you're trying to put emphasis on which book did you give to the man. You're saying that boek, that one. Boek, boek, het boek is neutral. So we have ourselves a neutral demonstrative pronoun in the nominative or accusative case. Circle this in this color. Okay, is hun dem man die bloem gin. This would be feminine. Or die bloemen. This would be plural. Oh, need a new pen. Okay. I'm gonna go for a different green. There we go. And then, is hun de man de stoel gin, this chair. We are paying attention to the N rule, of course. Not den stoel, but de stoel. And this is our masculine case. Okay. So in the nominative accusative case, we're asking who or what. So who or what was given to the man? Dat boek, dat boek. Die bloem, die bloemen, die stoel. Okay, so in our article here, we have they, a lot. If you look here, I've underlined them all. There's a lot of they, so that's either for feminine or plural nouns. And then we have one den, so something in there is masculine. We'll see. And just to be complete, we're gonna just briefly talk about this dative case here. So you have those in your list and you can look at that. So for the dative case, we're asking basically to who or to what. And this one in the masculine is dem. For feminine, it's der. For neutral, it's dem. So yeah, same as this one here. And for plural, it is denen. Ooh, I hope you can see this. Denen. I'm gonna get my pens in order for the next video. Okay, let's do a sentence, just an example sentence here for the dative case. Now we're going to look at this part of the sentence because this is our dative, because we're asking to who or to what was the book given. Is hun dem man dat boek gin. Dem, when we go back and look at our table, we see here, so it's either masculine or neutral. In this case, we know a man is masculine. And then we can also say der Frau. For feminine. And for neutral, we can say dem Kant. And for plural, we can say dene Kanne. I hope while I was writing you were able to see this. This is such an awkward camera angle and I can't really see what you're seeing. It's like explaining grammar in the dark. Okay, this is our plural case here. So I don't think we have any of this dative stuff in this article we're reading, but we'll see, come across it. Okay, so let's go back to our sentence here. Now you understand that they is a demonstrative pronoun referring back to a noun, usually behind or in front of the pronoun. So here it's vliegeren, plural, so they. Vliegeren, they who missen om bodem bleiben. So planes that had to be staying on the ground. Airports and landing strips that were practically empty, and paien, so salaries that had to be paid. Weinst all de limitationen die für Tresen an Zeiten von der Corona-Pandemie desideiert gewaren, als während der Corona-Krise der deutsche Aviationsgesellschaft Lufthansa für rund 3 Jahre die Luft ausgegangen. So because of all the limitations that were decided for the traveling in the times of the corona pandemic, the German aviation company Lufthansa basically lost its air 3 years ago during the corona crisis. So it went bankrupt, I'm assuming. I did not really hear about this news in Canada at the time, I have to say. So we have to take RTL's word for this. Concern, concern is like corporation. Am Konzern, dem hat bald 140.000 Salarien in Schwergewicht ass, stungen mit der Corona-Pandemie 10.000 Arbeitsplätze Spiel. So, Spiel stehen, that's to be at stake. What was at stake? 10,000 jobs, Arbeitsplätze, 10,000 jobs, because they have 140,000 employees and are therefore a Schwergewicht, a heavyweight, in terms of, size of companies, I'm assuming. Doweinst huet die deutsche Bundesregierung die Luftfahrtgesellschaft mit 6 Milliarden Euro gesteipt. Steipen is to support. So therefore, the German government decided to support the Luftfahrtgesellschaft, the aviation company, with 6 billion euro. I don't know, this seems strange to me. I don't know if you think about this, but so I guess Lufthansa was given 6 billion, but other companies, so many companies went bankrupt during this time without getting aids. That is the question, I guess. Should we save just some of them, all of them, or none of them? Okay, die EU-Kommission hat die Ed gut geheescht. So the EU Commission had is given their stamp of support to this aid. Konkurrente von Ryanair und Condor, übrigens ein freier Filial von der Lufthansa, hatte vier europäische Gerichtshof zu Lützeburg geklagt. So the competition, namely Ryanair and Condor being a former branch of Lufthansa, they sued at the European court, wink, in Luxembourg. Triester Kirchberg hun hinne recht gin. So the judges at Kirchberg, which is where the court, the European court is located. Triester Kirchberg hun hinne recht gin. They gave them right. They said, yes, you are right. Am Mittwoch de Morgen, also géint die EU-Kommission trancheiert. So they passed judgment against the EU Commission and in favor of Ryanair and Condor. And that was when? Mittwoch de Morgen, on Wednesday morning. Brüssel hat direkt ein paar Fehler bei der Decision gemacht. Brussels. So that's where the EU Commission is located. Brussels apparently had made immediately a few mistakes at their initial decision. Vierop, weil die Kommission davon ausgegangen war, dass die Lufthansa nicht an der Lage gewesen wäre, sich den nötigen Finanzspritz auf den Marschien zu beschaffen. Vier, genug Liquiditäten zu kommen. So, right off the bat, vierop, because the Commission assumed, ausgehen, von etwas ausgehen is assumed, to assume something. The EU Commission assumed that Lufthansa was not in a position to get money, cash injection, Finanzspritz, on the markets to get enough liquidity. Brüssel hat Hilfe aus der deutschen Staatskäse zwar als staatliche Beihilfe qualifiziert. Brussels qualified the aid from the German public purse as a governmental aid. Beihilfe is aid. Die gouf aber durchgewunken als nötiger Schritt, die für Hintergrund von Corona nicht gegen die Regeln vom Binnenmarkt verstoßen. So this aid was waved through, durchwinken, durchgewunken, waved through as a necessary step. That we have our little pronoun here. Let's look. Die. We're in the masculine nominative dative, so die referring to the Schritt, a Schritt, the Schritt. This is our masculine noun here. Die für Hintergrund von Corona, so that in the backdrop of Corona, would not go against the rules of the Binnenmarkt, of the internal market. Als Konterpartie für die staatliche Subvention hat sich Lufthansa zwar obligiert, für am Sinn von der Konkurrenzregeln verschiedene Landerechte auf den Flughäfen Frankfurt und München und anderen Airlines aufzugehen. So as counterpart for this governmental aid, Lufthansa obliged themselves für am Sinn von der Konkurrenzregeln verschiedene Landerechte, so in the sense of the competition rules, they gave up certain landing rights to other airlines at the airports Frankfurt and München. Die EU-Kommission hat aber verkannt, die EU-Commission underestimated, dass die Position von der Lufthansa auf den Flughäfen dermaßen dominant ist. So they underestimated that the position of Lufthansa in those airports was so dominant. This is, gotta love this about Luxembourgish. It's a small English word comprising 2 letters, so, and this is your Luxembourgish counterpart, der müssen. Lufthansa is so dominant at these airports, dass die versprochenen Einschränkungen zu Frankfurt und zu München unter dem Strich nicht von der Dominanz geändert wird. So that these limitations that they put on themselves by giving rights, other airlines rights to land in Frankfurt and München, under the line would not change anything with regards to their dominance. Die EU-Kommission kann gegen Decision vom Europäischen Gerichtshof an Appell gehen. So they can appeal. The EU Commission can appeal at the European Court. Okay, I hope my blabbering was helpful. This is a little test to see if you find this content helpful. Let me know in the comments. And if you did find it helpful, then I can make more. Or if you have some constructive criticism of how these videos could be more helpful, please let me know. I'm open. Thank you very much for listening. Thank you for having made it to the end of the video. I hope you will check out www.learnluxembourgish.com and join one of the many online Luxembourgish courses we offer at all levels, all with live Luxembourgish teachers to help you. And let me know if you have any questions. Thank you. Bis die nächste Keer.